It's the first Monday of February. I'm trying to get my life together in more ways than one. And I feel like I might as well just document it because my thoughts are just always all over the place. Sometimes I like to write things down to get them straight. Sometimes that works and other times it doesn't. So I'm gonna try to record some stuff right now. Well, part of the things that I'm trying to get together are my finance, my fitness, my career, and my daily routine. You know, just trying to make 2026 my year. And right now I'm in the kitchen meal prepping. Let's go this way. I'm in the kitchen meal prepping. I marinated some chicken that my fiance got for me yesterday. If I'm being completely honest, I always feel guilty when I don't get a workout in the morning because I feel like that's what we're supposed to do. So I'm making some chicken that I marinated. I'm trying to get in the habit of eating regularly again. Anytime I'm working, or I think just most days, I usually start eating way later than I should. So after 12, maybe 1, even around 11. Right now it's about to be 12. I had my first meal around 10:30, which is progress. But it would be nice to have my meals kind of at the same time every day. And part of being able to do that is to have meals ready. And my weeks have been up and down as far as getting food ready. But even though I do prepare food, I have a real issue of finding my food appetizing after I cook it, unless it's like not that nutritious. As far as like my weight goes, I'm kind of like on the heavier side of what I've been in my like late 20s, early 30s. And I'm getting married next year. My sister's getting married this year. So I'm trying to be in the best shape of my life over the course of the next 6 months. I'm trying to get there in the next 6 to 8 months. And I just need to buckle down. I hope this isn't one of those clips where I'm just like, okay, let's get my ish together. And then I'm just reverting back. So hopefully this is my source of accountability, because honestly, I'm just sick of my own crap. And I need to just show my mid-20s version of myself that I can totally kick her booty. I can be way more fit than she ever was. Even though it was cool, you know? Hold on, let me check out my chicken. But honestly, let me get real with you right now. I feel like my brain has convinced itself that I'm never gonna get to be the shape I was when I was in my early 20s. I was honestly the fittest I ever was right before the pandemic hit. Leading into it, I was super fit, and then that first March, April, May, I was lean. I was good. I looked really good. But then something about how I guess maybe my workouts were, maybe I just didn't have enough progressive overload. My decline was like very slow and steady. But I could see that I was starting to get less lean. It was way more difficult to, I guess, keep the weight off. My workouts that I was doing at home weren't as effective anymore. And from then on, literally 2020 summer or last quarter of 2020, I've only seen a decline. It's just been like really discouraging. And even though I'm in my early 30s right now, I know of stories where once you're in your 30s, they've actually gotten way more fit than they ever been. So what excludes me from that? I'll tell you right now, it's the mind. So I'm actively finding ways to convince myself that that's still possible. But I will say the way to really build trust in yourself is to just keep your word. And I haven't been the best at keeping my own word. So my self-trust is so shaky. It's consistently been on shaky ground. I'm really over it. I have these events that I'm preparing for, and the last time I had somebody's wedding be my end goal, like I was able to eventually fit in my dress, but I look at old photos from that event and I'm like, man, dude, I like barely made my goal. I don't want to beat myself up about it, but I just wish I was better at having that goal and staying consistent enough to be happy about how I look like. At least I don't have to exactly live with those photos haunting me too much, because it wasn't my wedding. It was one of my best friends. But you know, when you're part of the bridesmaids, I think it's a healthy goal to just want to show up as your best. Now that it's gonna be my sister's wedding and my own wedding, I think that's motivation enough to be able to just cut the BS. Let's just make it happen. And all the while, I'm really just trying to be as gracious and gentle on myself, because I think maybe that's part of why I tend to backtrack. I'm always beating myself up about my setbacks and starting over. I'm consistently starting over, and that's not going to help anybody. Ever since December 1st, I've been really having this top of mind, and I know we're 2 months in, and I'm actually a little bit better. Now that I think about it, I'm not making it to the gym. I'm trying to either get a walk-in or do a home workout, because I have access to some home programs that keep me feeling like I got a good workout in. So we're just trying to practice grace with structure, because I can't just be all loosey-goosey and not just give myself too much leeway in this whole experience. Month 1 or day 1. Month 6 is, oh shoot, that's my birthday. I guess that's a good goal. May 30th. Let's make 33rd birthday the first milestone. It is February 1st right now, so I think that is about 4 months from 4 more months. It should be 4 more months, which is 16 more weeks to reach my first milestone. If I were to lose 16 pounds, a pound a week, I think that's doable. If I am, all right, let's be transparent here. If I'm 168 right now, minus 15 pounds, which is 153 by my birthday. 153 by my birthday is good. I wish it was a little bit more. I wish I can reach 140. I'm sure with enough discipline, I can reach the 140s. But just to be gentle, the first 6 months, if I could reach 153, I think we're on the right track. Let's make that the goal. I've been between 166 and 168, 169, 170 for literally the past half a year, the past 6 months. I'm tired of it. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna talk all this talk, but what am I actually gonna do about it? We're gonna walk some more. Maybe I'll give myself 2 or 3 days, flex days out of the 7. But every other day, I will at least get a mile in. Once I've gotten the habit of at least 4 to 5 days a week of walking 1 mile, we can bump it up to maybe 2 miles or a mile and a half. And then, see, I'm paying for Planet Fitness. I think right now I can realistically see maybe 2 days a week, 2 days a week going to the actual gym. And then my backup is gonna be my home workouts. And one of those days is hula, dance. So if that's the case, 2 days at the gym, 1 day at dance, and then that leaves 4 more days, and maybe 1 rest day. So 3 days possibly working out at home, 2 days for sure at the gym, and 1 hula. And then a rest day. So, all right, so after all that brainstorming, we concluded that I can at least hit Planet Fitness 2 days out of the week, a home workout at least 3 times a week, walking at least 5, between 4 and 5. And that's kind of simultaneously with all the other strength training workouts. I think Sundays, like Saturdays and Sundays, I feel like they really set me back, because I'm like working on Saturday. I'm just like bumming it on Sunday. So I really gotta prioritize actually being active on those days. All right, so this is the physique. Still wonderful, still great. Not my final form. Excited to see my final form and bring you along with me. Thank you for tolerating and just keeping up with everything. So I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, I think I'm gonna do this after every video of my 14-day YouTube sprint. And it will just be like an end of the day reflection. I'm gonna be transparent today. This is the morning after day 1, but I did want to reflect on how it went. Yesterday, I did not go to the gym, but I did end up going on a walk with my fiance, and it was a pretty lengthy walk because we always walk our dog Pearl, and we decided to, or I asked him if he can stop by a hair store in the neighborhood, and he also needed to go to Target, and everything was walking distance, so it just probably doubled our usual walk, which usually 20-minute walks we go on don't feel like I got a proper workout in. But luckily today or yesterday I did. I felt like I really maximized my steps, and I was really happy about that. And then when I got home, I still did lightweight arm and ab workout, and that was before eating some leftover Hawaiian food that I had gotten when I went to visit my best friend in Torrance. And yeah, I was pretty happy about it. I feel like I didn't overeat, and I was just, I feel like I got a proper workout in, and it didn't need to be like super heavy. It was still like a pretty challenging workout. But today, day 2, I definitely want to aim to make it to the gym. But I would say day 1 was a pretty good success, and I completed a lot of my errands. So I feel like that uplifted my morale pretty well. Took care of some items that were for my dad and like his birthday and stuff. Had to make some exchanges, and everything panned out just so well. And I'm really grateful that I guess I completed a lot. It may have deviated from what would have been an ideal, but I think I still ended up with a very fulfilling day. So, day 2, let's make it happen.